Hello, Fear Gaming. Hello, Dr. Grimley. And Illyrion Misthaven. How are you guys all doing? How does the mic sound? How does is the music too quiet, too loud? I have a slightly different setup going on, so let me know. Jarl, if you said something, it didn't show up in. It didn't show up for me. Ah, you did say something. Dr. Grimley also said hello. I think you guys talked before it even picked up. You can see, yeah, in the chat there. You're not there before it says that I went live streaming. Oh no, feeling down today. Why so? It's not a day to be down. Mike sounds good on YouTube and Twitch. Thank you very much. Can you check? Is the music too loud? Too quiet? Can you hear it at all? I have a different setup for it today. You don't hear any music. Just birds. Okay. What about now? You hear music and birds. Oh, okay. Maybe people start hearing double music. That'll be a problem. Okay. Music is better. Okay, so let's use that one. Oh. Music is good. Woot. Hello, a ducky Trebo. Hello, Goddard, hello. Okay. Yeah, I was running into a bit of technical trouble today, so I didn't start the stream as early. Good here too. Music. Okay, great. That's awesome. Did I miss what the actual problem was? Oh, car broke down. Need it for job hunting. I don't know. Hello, Bleak Manticore. And King Chief. We don't have a character yet. No character to do a backflip. Hello, Mako. Chocode. Lavender Scone. I don't know if I've seen you before. Actually, your name seems somewhat familiar. You may have been one of the people who subscribed. Followed yesterday. Yes, you followed yesterday. Yeah. Hello, Dominator03. Alright, people are really moving in now. Make sure everything's running smoothly. Looks like it is. Alright. I'm sorry to hear that your brain hurts. You still have that Everweave music in your head. Yes. The mobile app will... yeah. You'll hear that song a lot. That makes robot or undead friends. Guy Stefani, hello. Hopefully there will be some good tips in here for you for how to start. Hello, Alex Wynn. I'm glad to hear you like the game. Alright, so we got a good number of people in now. So, hello, all the newcomers to the stream. I appreciate you here. So, here's the plan for today. The plan for today is to make a new character. All right. If you want to help figure out what we're going to be doing in the stream, I posted a poll in the Discord. So if you're not in the Discord, I recommend joining to be able to have that type of influence. But we're going to be making a new character. I have some ideas for what I want this character, or some general story elements that I want for the character. And that is that I want really over-the-top and sort of wacky characters. So last time we went with realistic dialogue. This time, I want to go for a more cartoony feel. I really want to stretch my legs and have a bunch of wacky characters that I'm playing. So that's the plan. John Widmer, I'm glad to hear you're enjoying the game. Yeah. All right. Welcome everybody. All right, we're gonna get started. So, because we're on two different platforms, we will have to we'll have to do polls a little differently. Sorry about that. Very boring. Getting emails. Come on. Let me do my thing. Okay. Eat the first NPC you see? I don't think so. Mad, are we mad here? Where did the music go? Come back. There we go. Okay. So the thing I was going to use for my polls is also not doing well. So we're going to do just everyone types in chat what they want, and I'll pick it off vibes. We'll get the poll situation figured out later. All right. So here we go. Characters. New hero. We don't mess with pre-made characters. We like custom people here. Hello, IQ2 Gamer. Shadow Mare. Jacob J. I'm a Happy Fox. Hello all. Techno Dreamscapes. I appreciate. I am not eligible to receive subs yet. I will be soon. After this stream, you'll be able to sub if you would like. I'll be an affiliate, but I cannot right now. All right. Hey, guys, we got an update. Check it out. Tiefling has been added. Oh, sorry, everyone. We're in the game, my bad. I forgot to switch scenes. But check it out. We got an update for the desktop version. Tiefling is now in. Thank you, Black Sun Crow. And thank you, It's All and Rock Lee for the follows. Okay. First, guy or girl? Or non-binary? What shall we be? There is a desktop version. You can find the link to it in the description. Female, male, non-binary, girl. Nothing? Just be nothing. Girl, male, guy, girl, female, girl. Guy, dude, guy. Okay, it looks like guys are slightly in the lead here, with girls shortly behind. Alright. Based off of my vibe detector, I'm thinking it's guy. Hello, Fallen. Thank you for joining. All right. A hopelessly romantic man. That could be fun. Non-binary, so we have one of each. RC spitting right now? I don't know what RC is. Oh, no, that's a person. A hopelessly romantic man. Yeah. That's right. Gotcha. Alright. Tiefling, let's do it. We all want Tiefling. We all want Tiefling. Okay. Tiefling is a bonus to Charisma, which is going to be good for this style of game. No problem. And we have a fighter who's playing as a sniper. We have a... hold on. Where's my music, man? Give me my music. We have a fighter. And we have a warlock. So we're missing barbarian and rogue. Barbarian's going to be hard to play if we're trying to have any decent amount of charisma. Barbarian this one though. Barbarian, barb. I'm seeing a lot of barb, not a lot of rogue. Do the barb. Barbarian that thinks he's a wizard. A classic. Thank you. Yes, the team worked very hard on making the cards look very cool. Rogue Tiefling. Okay, it looks like rogues take it. There's a ton of rogues in a row. Yeah, barbarians are cool. I'd be cool with either one. And I think with an over-the-top game, a barbarian fits well, but the people want rogue. Alright, we got a lot of proficiencies here. Alright, we're going to be doing a lot of talking. Let's take some persuasion. Actually, what are we going to do? Are we going to do persuasion, intimidation, deception? We have a deception character, so maybe intimidation or persuasion, one of the two. We're going to be convincing? Or are we going to try and intimidate people? We already have a deceptive character. be scary funny. Expertise and performance. Persuasion and performance. Persuasion. I think persuasion is taking it. All right, we're going persuasion. I like the idea of going performance. We can do some funny stuff with performance. I think we need stealth. It's too good of a skill. And then we need either investigation or perception. Which one are we taking? You want a search skill. You want at least one. So do we want to be better at like survival, survival and animals and that sort of thing, or do we want to be better at like magic, history, knowledge of religions, medicine? Sorry, medicine is wisdom, but yeah, which one are we trying to be better at? Perception, investigation. Okay. It looks like a lot of perception. I think we are going to do a city, by the way. I think we are... We're going to be in some sort of city, as we want to have a lot of NPCs. We're going to be really pushing the DM's abilities here. Okay. Alright, we should pick one of these skills and one of these skills. One of the charisma skills and one of the others. Do random? I can roll for it. We got a D4. Okay, 4. Perception. And we'll roll a D3. Don't change the starting point this time. That would be performance. Don't change the starting point. Well, if we don't change the starting point, we're either going to be in a city that's getting actively hit by a siege, or we're going to be in a city in which Voss and Lord Aetherion, I think that's his name, are arguing with each other. How is performance going to be used? I think we're going to be like a bit of a charlatan. We're going to be convincing people of things with our performance, acting and whatnot. We could also play instruments. Performance is used for a number of things. You can really... If we ever want to break out into a dance battle, performance is going to be huge. Alright. Strength and constitution, who needs them? Am I right? It's all about that dexterity. We max it. Dex charisma build, exactly. To allow us to go beyond 27 points. Yeah, the thing is, like, you know, I'm not against, like, the idea of rolling stats and stuff like that. The issue is that people will always do the thing that is the most easy, even if it's against their best interest. And having the point buy system makes it so that you always have a balanced character, and, like, breaking that limit will make it so that, like, even if it's just an option, people will always do it for higher stats, which will make the game easier in a trivial sort of way. And so it won't be as satisfying. Quite the Mage, Eric Gutierrez, Taylor Jordan, and Noel Lewis. Thank you all for your follows and subscriptions. Do some wisdom. Yeah, I think wisdom is right. We chose perception. So we'll go up to 12 wisdom. And I think we'll do 1 point of constitution. This isn't going to give us any constitution, but if we level up, we can put a point in there if we really wanted to. Dark Souls, I might joke to you. Well, Dark Souls, once you play the game, once you play Dark Souls, you will do the things in Dark Souls that are the easiest. Unless you're like some of the people who do challenge runs, like I am. Just checking the information on the guide here. Tieflings receive no bonus to stats whatsoever, but they do have resistance to fire, and they can use pyroturgy, which gives them the ability to manipulate small fires in the area. If you would like information on what the races do, you should go and find the guide. Your AC is based on armor? Armor and dex. Armor and dex. How many AIs does Everweave use right now? We use more than one. I won't say how many, though. Is your input on appearance and our past taken into consideration by the DM? Yes, absolutely. It's extremely important, in fact, as I will demonstrate now. All right. So, we're a tiefling. What are we doing? What's our looks? What color are we? What's our eye color? How big are our horns? Do we have a tail? Give me details, folks. You have a magical tattoo that tells you bad dating advice. That's pretty funny. Actually, Yonti makes robot or undead friends. Ash gray skin, crimson eyes. Very cool. That's so weird. We keep getting the suggestion for cat ears. We can't have every character with cat ears. That'd be crazy. Dark red. Sick idea. Blue. I noticed that Echo does his stat stuff different. What do you mean? 8-foot top hat. I was late because I had to eat dinner. That's alright. We'll do a recap of where we are with the character once we're done. Foxtail. And you get another one with every level up. Yeah, you just took my... skin should be blue. I saw multiple blues. Are we doing blue? Am I a blue tiefling? I'm cool with being blue. Alright. I'm a guy. Let's be 6'2". Dark blue too. Yeah, midnight blue. Definitely a tail. Sharp dress man, crimson eyes. Oh, that's a great detail. Who said that? Nathan Hunt. Okay. Nathan, I want more details about how I'm sharply dressed. Someone, tell me, what kind of clothes am I wearing? Also, music. Sorry. I'm trying to use royalty-free music with YouTube. But it's being annoying. Alright. Crimson suit with black pinstripes. That sounds cool. I do a more balanced spread in my stats. And whoever said Fox, are you Kitsune Fox? Scorpion tail. Okay, people are trying to turn me into Demiurge, and I don't think I should be Demiurge. Probably clothes or something. Yeah, I think so. Just a trench coat that tells you bad dating advice. White suit like the KFC guy. Okay. People really want me in a suit, so I think we are going to do the suit just because ocean blue suit, black bottom, clothing, however you describe it. Yeah, okay, so people want a suit for sure. Okay. I'm a 6'2" tall midnight blue tiefling. Wearing wearing a light blue suit with dark pinstripes. I have a wide, sharp-toothed grin at all times, and eyes that shine gold with avarice. Can we give him multiple arms? We could give him multiple arms if we wanted to. I want to save space to... I have a small tattoo of a skull on my cheek that whispers bad dating advice to me. I don't think we should talk like a snake. It will get old fast. It'll be fun for like a little bit, but then you'll be like, I'm tired of hearing this dude stretch out S sounds. Okay. I think we're done with the appearance for right now. We're going to move on to the next important part of the appearance section. Alright. So, DM themes. Any other themes that we're looking for? We're grifting. We're staying away from IPs. We don't want to use anyone's specific IPs. A Thieves Guild? Sure. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, we want to be in... We want to be in the city. What kind of city are we looking for? Are we like... Are we in just like a regular medieval city? Are we like in like the oldest possible London? Or are we in like Victorian era? We can be anywhere in the world, or we can be in a completely fantasy made up place that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. A cyberpunk city? I don't think we're in cyberpunk vibes right now. The city with the only magical academy. Do the normal dark alleyway. Victorian London. Just London for some reason. Western, but still fantasy. Okay. I think we're in fantasy London. Where everyone's nuts. All right, everyone, I'm going to teach you an extremely valuable skill. The AI doesn't always know if you're lying to it. Yas, the crazies, yeah. I see a lot of Victorian, a lot of 1800s. We'll do that. Okay, let's see how much space we have left. Not much. We can maybe add one detail to our character here. Something like real small. How many we got? 5, 10, 15, 20. I got 20 characters. Someone write me 20 characters. Nose ring. He can do a backflip. I think we can just do a backflip. No need to put that in our backstory. Sorry for your gaming. Way too many words. Sword cane. The sword cane doesn't have to be right now. We can get a sword cane. That's not an issue. This is stuff that you want the DM to remember forever. Devilishly handsome. Mixed matched horns. It's pretty good. Dragon infested world. A shoulder angel / demon. I think we already have the tattoo talking to us. I don't want more. Wolf features. A bad liar. Dementia. Okay. I have narcolepsy. Narcolepsy's bad, because the DM will start doing stuff with your character whenever you pass out. It's not a good time. Avid juggler. Alright. Yeah, I like avid juggler. There's no way I can... Ooh! Literally to the last letter. Caboose, I'm not doing a lisp. We're not doing the snake sounds. Has max Reese. Alright. A skeleton friend. We can make friends. We can add. Would we like. Okay. Show of hands. Who wants to start the game with a companion? Versus find a companion out in the game world. Maybe just set through again. Yes. Start with. Okay. All right. It seems like people want a companion to start. Ooh. Okay. Brett Ellie. Yes. I need a fucking hype man. I have an absolute simpleton idiot friend who believes everything I say and is just there to hype me up to everyone else. He truly buys all of my bullcrap. That is an absolutely great idea. Companion that's gullible. Yes. Okay. What's her name? Akira. Jetro. Bob. The adoring fan. No, we are avoiding IP. No oblivion, please. LeBron James. Witcher reference. Luna, Archibald, Daisy, Silver, Jackson Greg. John Heitman. Galaxy Destroyer. They're not a cat. Companion has cat ears. Companion has cat ears. Okay, maybe. We'll see if we have enough room. Pookie, Calum, Hammond cheese. I like Hammond cheese. All right, Sib, you got this one. Asteroid Destroyer. They're not a cat. Søren Wellman. They brag about me to strangers. Or they skeleton like cat ears, which makes no sense. Nah, they're just straight up furry cat ears on a skeleton, dude. I guess. We'll see how the DM describes it. In a pimp suit. There you go. Actually, I don't think they would wear that. Sorry. It was almost a thing. A drug reference would be against the rules, yes. Echo, did you corrupt this man? Which man? I'm going to stay away from any illnesses or disabilities that I don't personally have, just to prevent myself from possibly making a fool of myself. Making sure before I got myself banned again. Gosh, folks. So no ADHD. I don't think I do have ADHD now. Yeah. I'll be acting, crazy and whimsical. You may get the vibes. He needs to whisper good dating advice. Okay, so, all right. This is the last part. This is the last part of this. We might be able to add more details to them later, but we need to get this into the game. So, we want to say, I did answer that question. I answered them. I said it was against the rules. We need to add into our game what we want the game to feel like. Give the DM something about what we want to do. So I want to tell them what sort of adventure I want to experience while not telling them exactly what I want to do. Just how I want the story to feel. Maybe royals. Kooky and creepy. They responded back to Journey isn't over yet. Yeah, it's pretty scary. Mad scientist. We have Thieves Guild in there. We have Thieves Guild in there. We need romance in there. Is this how you make the setting not be Oakhhaven or meet Alara? That's exactly right. This is how you don't meet... Well, we're in London, so we're probably going to meet some Lyras and Alaras just because we're using London names, which is where a decent number of fantasy things like come from. So we're probably going to have some of those common ones for sure. Zurich and Kira Mirsana, thank you for the subscriptions. Okay. So I think that about does it for what I want from the DM specifically. Oh, actually, I want lots of dialogue. And animals can talk. Why did Andy stop posting on TikTok? It was working well. That's how I found the game. I think he's just really focused on doing the development work. I think once more stuff comes out for the game, he'll probably get back to posting on TikTok. I know he's still doing YouTube shorts pretty consistently. You could say Old English. Yes, I could say Old English, but I don't want... Ooh. Alright, let's get rid of some... Let's get rid of some... We're almost... use mini accents. We need one more... Oh, we got a period here we don't need. Great. Okay, use mini accents for characters. Like... Oi! Mia! And animals can talk. Alright, we've filled up everything we can. So let's do our recap. Alright, we are playing a Tiefling. Our gender is male. Our class is rogue. We have 8 strength, 16 dexterity, 8 intelligence, 9 constitution, 12 wisdom, and 16 charisma. I'm a 6'2" tall, midnight blue tiefling wearing a light blue suit with dark pinstripes. I have a wide, sharp-toothed grin at all times and eyes that shine gold with avarice. I have a magical tattoo of a skull on my cheek that whispers bad dating advice to me. I'm an avid juggler. And then there's a break. DM, themes, comedy, big personalities, shenanigans, grifting, thieves guild, soap opera level plot twists. DM, setting, fantasy London, where everyone is crazy in the 1800s. DM, skill DCs. I can't roll high. Make DCs 10 or lower. Biography. I have a follower who believes everything I say. They are named Ham and Cheese. They are a skeleton with cat ears. They brag about me to strangers. DM, I want to meet many wild and crazy characters, like witches, circus freaks, and haughty royals. I also want there to be sudden and unexpected danger from crazy creatures that exist in the city, with occasional opportunities for comedic romance. Also, I want lots of dialogue. Use many accents for characters like "Oi, mir," and animals can talk. And that's that. Now we need a name. What is the name of our tiefling rogue? Get out of here. Yes, Sib. Tiefling got added to the desktop version of the game. Bingo, Walter. What is this? Legends ZA? Bingo Bongos. Secretly actually got the cat ears, I'm dead. Yeah. Pandora. Riz Charmington. Love guy. Jeff the Ripper. I don't think I'll be Stephen Colbert. Mile Ekmenos. Kanye West? Don't think so. Yeah, we're going to stick away from any real life people. Sir Birmingham Pimpington? Cool guy. Del Monte Calazar. I like Riz Charmington, honestly. Someone's got to come up with something better so I don't name a character Riz. Bartholomew. Knight. Ervile Badman. We're sticking away from IP. Riz Charmington is great. I think it's going to be Riz Charmington. Sir Riz Charmington. Yeah, I think that's what it'll be. Connor Manning. That's also pretty good. Alright. I think actually Illyrian took it away right at the end. I'm going to be Connor Manning. Conman for short. If I put my name like this, the DM will sometimes call me by that shortened version. I'll even put an AKA. Okay. I think we're going to have to start in the city square. The dark alleyway is like... That is like the way to be just stuck in combat for your first like 3 levels of the game. Parentheses for nicknames. Yeah, absolutely. Parentheses for nicknames. Desolate beach for the mermaids. Angry Cookie, thank you for the sub. Alright. This is Captain Voss and, what is it, Lord Atherton or something like that? Where are you at? Oh, it doesn't name him yet. It's almost always Lord Atherton. Alright. Well, I don't care about this. People who have been here for the previous streams, they know how I start games. And it's always with a command for the DM. DM, please create a unique scenario, starting scenario. For me, using my character description and backstory for the themes and setting, please. I already said please. Thank you. Please and thank you for your AIDM. All right. Now we have our true starting scenario. Let's get to it. Gaslight flickers across the grimy cobblestones of Rook Alley, casting long, dancing shadows from towering, narrow buildings that lean in like gossiping old crones. The air hums with a cacophony of street hawkers, distant clock chimes, and the clip-clop of horse-drawn carriages. In the heart of this urban sprawl, your midnight blue form, resplendent in your pinstriped suit, is a vibrant splash against the muted palette of the city. 3 gleaming, enchanted orbs spin effortlessly around you. Where did I get orbs from? Guys, I start off the game with enchanted orbs. Their soft luminescence highlighting your ever-present sharp-toothed grin as you juggle for... Oh, that's what it's talking about. It's talking about my juggling. Highlighting your ever-present sharp-toothed grin as you juggle for a small, bewildered crowd. Beside you, Ham and Cheese, your loyal skeleton with jaunty cat ears, gesticulates wildly, his bony fingers pointing dramatically. Feast your eyes, ye gormless lot! 'Tis the conman himself! The finest purveyor... Oh, he's still continuing. The finest purveyor of, well, everything! Suddenly, a portly, mustachioed gentleman in a top hat adorned with no less than 5 garish brooches pushes through the onlookers, his eyes wide and bulging. Remarkable! Simply remarkable! My dear sir, your dexterity is unparalleled! I believe you are precisely the individual I require for a delicate matter of acquisition. He lowers his voice conspiratorially, leaning in far too close, reeking faintly of pickled onions and cheap brandy. Alright, sick. I have enchanted juggling orbs, which is dope. Alright, so. Yeah, with all the voices, I'm going to have to drink a lot of fluids to stay hydrated. Thank you, Landino. I appreciate it. I DM a lot of D&D and other TTRPGs. It's just practice. Throw an orb at him. Yeah. Alright, this is our first guy. What do we want to do? Are we trying to get this man? Are we trying to con this man, or are we trying to maybe see if he has some context that could be useful for us? This is giving me an idea. Ham and cheese will die. That's the twist. We'll die within the next episode. No! Not ham and cheese. He's already dead. New character, what's up? Hey, James Kid Collie. Yes, new character. We just started. This is the very first scene. You came at a good time. Throw the ball. Alright. People want me to throw a ball at him, and I think I will. Connor Mannington always goes for the con. But he's offering me a con. So am I conning him? I'll read out the message in a second. I look down, my eyes shining at the look of his absolutely enormous wealth. As I am juggling, I start to use his head as a trampoline to bounce the balls off of while still continuing to juggle. I'm listening. I might tweak the main character voice as we continue. So, if you notice it change, that's why. Dexterity check. Okay. Not a natural 20, but it might think it's a natural 20, because it can only see the end result. So, Rogue. Yes, we're playing Rogue. We're a Tiefling Rogue. And this game is designed to be absolutely crazy. We're in a sort of messed up version of Victorian London where everybody's nuts. and it's really dangerous. Yes, a dirty 20. All right. Your golden eyes gleam not just with avarice, but with a mischievous glint as your 3 enchanted orbs, with a flourish that defies gravity and common sense, bounce effortlessly off the gentleman's immaculate top hat. Each orb lands precisely back in your hands, the gentle thumps barely disturbing a single hair. The gentleman, momentarily stunned, lets out a gasp as sounds suspiciously like a deflating balloon. See that? Hammond cackles, pointing a bony finger at the speechless man. He's got the hands of a surgeon and the mind of a genius. Spill it, governor, before ye spontaneously combust from sheer excitement. The portly man blinks. Then a slow, delighted smile spreads across his face, pushing his magnificent mustache even higher. Indeed, a genius. My dear fellow, you are even more extraordinary than I ever hoped. My name is Bartholomew, Barty Bumble, and I require the services of someone of your unique talents. There's a certain trinket, a family heirloom, if you will, currently residing in a rather guarded collection of the notorious Lord Ashworth. A simple matter of discreet retrieval, you understand, yes. Ham and cheese is my favorite. Is already my favorite. That's great. Yeah, having this much dialogue really makes it makes the messages more fun, because there's way less sort of flowery description and much more like action taking place in the message. Ham and cheese can have my kidney. A heist. Yes, a heist indeed. Alright. Perhaps we want the item and his money. Let's try and get both. Well, my good sir, this task would surely be trivial for one such as I. Isn't that right, Hammond? I wait for his response, and then... So... what's in it for me, Mr... I could have him arrested with witnesses. I want to take all of his stuff first. Just convince him he's actually the Lord and take his trinket. He said he was whispering it to me. Hey, play the music, goddammit. Alright. Trivial, good sir, for the... Oh, sorry. This is Hammond. Trivial? Good sir, for the conman, trivial is merely a Tuesday morning. He once convinced a dragon to invest in a bridge to the moon. A mere trinket from Lord Ashworth. He'll have it before ye can say abracadabra, and probably sell Lord Ashworth his own hat back at a profit. Ham and Cheese declares, waving his bony arms with such vigor that that a cat ear almost falls off. Oh no, he can lose them. Barty Bumble beams, oblivious to Hammond's theatrics. Precisely. And as for what's in it for you, my dear conman, beyond the considerable sum of 500 sovereigns, of course, he winks conspiratorially, there is also the opportunity. Lord Ashworth is hosting a grand masquerade ball this very evening. An event, I might add, where the city's most exclusive individuals will be attending. Not only will you have the chance to acquire the trinket, but also to perhaps network. He pauses, leaning closer, his voice a stage whisper. And Lady Penelope Ashworth, his lordship's notoriously flirty wife, will be there. She has a rather unfortunate habit of misplacing her jewels during such soirees, if you catch my drift. A truly ripe opportunity for a discerning gentleman of your unique talents. Will the way you describe the dialogue in the setup prevent the DM from ending their message with the dialogue you typed? Not necessarily. But you can put that information in your backstory. You could say, DM, I would like you to never repeat anything that I say in your response, in your backstory, whenever you're setting up the type of story that you want, and the DM will follow that bit of information. Sometimes, if you haven't mentioned your backstory in a long time, that bit of information can get lost from his memory, and so you'll want to remind the DM of that you have a backstory. You don't have to do it. You don't have to say, DM, read my backstory, but you can mention things that would trigger the DM to look into your backstory, and then when they do, they'll reread the fact that you told them not to do that, and it'll remind them of that bit of information, and they'll stop doing it. I need a Hammond for my hype man. Yeah, for real. Hammond is killing it. I feel like the backstory should have a larger character limit. You and a lot of people. I managed to get a lot crammed in there, but yeah, it's the thing is, the longer that backstory is, the more information we try and pack in at the beginning, the more information the DM will have to read. That makes the messages more expensive. And so to keep prices low, that's why it's limited to 500 for each box. 500 characters. Romance option? Oh, for the lady, the Lady Penelope. She is flirty. Possibility for sure. Does Hammond have max charisma? I think Hammond does have max charisma. But he has extremely low intelligence and wisdom. We're talking like 4 in each. We can con her also. Yeah, absolutely. Ahoy, the Cinzia. And Rhinosopher. Okay. I bounce a few balls off his face, and before he can react, I lean down inches from your face. You have a deal. You have yourself a deal. All right. I was going to add more to that, but let's just see what happens. I want to focus on this scene. It's kind of funny. Ooh, did we get the natural 20? Natural 20! Every stream, we get one. Let's go. Is Hammond the true... He's not intelligent enough to understand that. Nah, he's just the best hype man there is. Just watch the YouTube video after you post it. Pause and copy the text from there. Can I have a copy of this background and appearance? I want to try to play this on my own. Yeah. After the stream, it'll be uploaded as a VOD, and you can watch it on YouTube. YouTube is in the Twitch description. You were behind because of bad internet. Yeah, seemingly sometimes there's a delay. All right. The juggling balls, soft and ethereal, tap, tap, tap lightly against Barty Bumble's face. A symphony of polite, percussive art rather than an assault. He flinches back, eyes wide behind his spectacles, but before he can utter a protest, your grinning face is inches from his, golden eyes blazing with theatrical enthusiasm. You have yourself a deal, you declare, the words a booming whisper that somehow cut through the din of the street. Barty blinks, recovers, and then a hearty laugh rumbles from his ample chest. Splendid! Simply splendid! I knew I had a keen eye for talent. Come, my dear Mr. Conman, we haven't a moment to lose. The masquerade begins at the stroke of 8, and Lord Ashworth's manor is across the Serpent's Bridge. I shall provide you with the necessary invitation and a brief rundown of the manor's layout. We'll speak more discreetly away from these eager ears. He glances pointedly at the lingering crowd, then at Hammond, who merely offers a knowing skeletal wink. Barty then bustles off, expecting you to follow, already pulling a folded, embossed invitation from his voluminous coat. You have an odd feeling that at level 3 he's going to be a trick shot subclass? Maybe. Seriously, it's honestly rigged. In 2K messages, I've gotten like 2 nat 20s? No way. That's so bad. We should con Lord Ashworth's wife from him. Yeah, I think so. We're gonna try. We're gonna try for sure. But I only get bad dating advice, so I don't know if we're gonna do too good. Can we get your voices and accents added to the game? Thank you, Kyler, for the kind comment. I don't think I will be the one adding my voices to the game, but you know. It's not out of the realm of possibility. I don't think I have a good enough mic for it, though. All right. Let's get our money first, though. We just did a show for a bunch of people. That was in our starting scenario. We should get some coin for it, I think. What's his name? Falling Barty Bumble. Serpentine. Coin tossed and mandatory hat. Exactly. How does Hammond move with no muscles? Magic, baby! It's always magic. Will Hammond become you stand? What? Your stand? Your stand? I don't know what you mean. Do you know if you can put something in your appearance or backstory to influence dice rolls? Dice rolls are always random, but you can put something in your appearance and backstory to alter DCs, which will... so you can make the DCs lower if you want a higher chance of success, and you can make the DCs higher if you want the game to be harder. From JoJo. Okay. Okay, I do know stands from JoJo. I just didn't know if that's what you were talking about. But alright, cool. No, I don't think he's gonna be my Star Platinum. Alright. Hammond! Collect the tips, and then catch up! You declare with a wink, already executing a dazzling serpentine pattern through the startled crowd, leaving them oohing and ahhing as you perform one last spectacular juggling flourish. A smattering of coins clinks onto the cobblestones as you gracefully disappear into the ebb and flow of the street, quickening your pace to follow Barty Bumble. He leads you through several winding alleys and across a bustling thoroughfare, even ducking into a discreet townhouse nestled between a bustling tavern and a quiet tailor shops. Inside, the heavy oak door thuds shut, silencing the city's clamor as you step into a lavish study. Rich mahogany paneling gleams in the warm glow of a roaring fireplace, its flames dancing against heavy velvet curtains drawn tightly against the night. Barty gestures expansively to a plush leather armchair. Make yourself comfortable, Mr. Conman. Hammond will be along shortly, I imagine. Now, about Lord Ashworth's rather impregnable abode. He spreads a detailed parchment map across a polished desk. A silver embossed invitation to the masquerade ball laid beside it. You're his Star Platinum? Yeah, maybe. It's not a problem. Hammond has a whole different stand than anyone else. Wish Barty Bumble as Buck Bumble. His theme is sick. Buck Bumble? Perhaps another reference I'm not getting immediately. But yeah, alright, so we got a map. Alright. This whole map thing seems a little too serious. Seems a little too serious for what I want to be doing. We could go into a big plan, but look, I want to set the DM up for success on this one. And if I go into a super detailed plan, it is going to remember it, but it's going to follow it too close to the T. It might mess it up, because I said that I want crazy twists, but I more so want to wing it. I don't feel like I'm a plan type of guy. I'm here to improvise. I roll up the map. Barty, Barty, Barty. My man. You're taking this all too seriously. Relax. I've got this. I pat him on the cheek. Belittling, and in like a belittling way. How would I? What's the word for this? I can't think of it. Buck Bumble is an old ass game, but Terminal Montage introduced the theme to me with his video next. Got to leave some room open for him to DM the story. Improvise should have been in your character description. You should pull some now. You see me to sleight of hand. Yeah, we can try. So you see, we're all here to have a good time. Laughs maniacally. Condescendingly is exactly right, Illyrion. Thank you very much. Illyrion, you have earned yourself a message pack. Oh. Illyrion, I have messaged you a promo code for more messages in the game. Okay, let's get back to it. Lyrion, did you receive it? Sweet. Condescendingly. I then walk over to his collection of alcohol and pour myself a drink. You want anything? You can help yourself. I was told it's against the rules, so to ask, so I haven't. Yes, in the server, you're not allowed to ask for messages. Yeah, but in the chat, I give out some messages. It's not a problem. But to those who are helpful, like Illyrian was, or if today I think I'm going to do trivia. So stick around to the end if you would like to participate in trivia to earn yourself some message codes. Yes, you are, Caboose. You're helpful. Yeah. And the server, at least. You casually roll up the meticulously detailed map of Lord Ashworth's manor, tucking it dismissively under your arm. Barty, 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 my man. You purr, your grin widening as you pat his flustered cheek with a patronizing air. You're taking this all too seriously. Relax. I've got this. You pocket the silver embossed invitation with a flourish. Without waiting for a response, you saunter over to a lavish drinks cabinet. Its polished surface reflecting the firelight, your golden eyes scan the oppressive array of bottles before settling on a crystal decanter of what appears to be a fine amber liquor. You pour a generous measure into a delicate glass, taking a slow, appreciative sip. You want anything? You offered, gesturing vaguely towards the cabinet with your free hand. You can help yourself. Barty stands frozen for a moment, mouth agape, before a low rumble escapes him. I don't think he's having a good time. Oh, trivia I'm bad at. Damn, having to work after the start of the live stream really had me miss that. I should have watched the VOD before. Dude's giving us free honey mead? Yeah. Pickpocket him. It's fine. Everything is fine. I want to pickpocket him. I tongue twisted myself. I want to pickpocket him after we go to steal the trinket. Relevant question. So, what's this trinket? That's exactly right. Pickpocketing is for whenever you're ditching them forever to abandon the consequences. We don't want to do it while he will potentially be at the event. He can really mess it up for us. Have you made an evil character yet? I have made an evil character. I've made plenty of evil characters. Yeah, just okay. So putting this out there for everyone who doesn't know, I was and still am a tester for the game. Over the course of about a year and 3 months, I've played over 250 characters. Probably closer to 275 at this point. Yeah, it's a lot. It helps to have unlimited messages. All right. Your question is sharp and direct, seems to prick the bubble of Barty's indignation. He snaps his mouth shut, the low rumble dying in his throat, and clears it instead. He fusses with his brooches for a moment, regaining his composure. Yes, the trinket, he says, his voice now a little more subdued. But it's a rather particular piece. A gilded griffin's eye, they call it. A small golden sphere no larger than a pigeon's egg, intricately carved to resemble a griffin's head. Its true value isn't in its material, you see, but what it does. Legend has it reveals the true nature of those who gaze upon it. A rather inconvenient item to fall into the wrong hands, wouldn't you agree? Especially the hands of a man like Lord Ashworth. He eyes the door expectantly, as if sensing the impending arrival of your skeletal companion. Bro has the $3,000 tier of Everweave. Something like that. Can I sell my soul for unlimited messages? How much your soul worth, Jarl? Can you give me a dollar amount? Gilded Griffin, the AI's favorite spot, isn't it? Well, it's an item this time. I hadn't seen the Gilded Griffin before. Forgetting to sleep even though I had to work. Yeah. Yeah, that can happen. That can happen for sure. I bet only like $10 for mine at least. You're worth more than that. At least in materials alone, you know. You're probably like someone would probably pay for your kidney. I'd say you probably at least like $26,000, something like that. Hello, Jake Snake. All right. This song is too creepy for what we're doing. Can I have some other kidney for messages? All right. All right. I'm tired of my friend not being here. So I'm gonna prompt him to be here. As Hammond returns to me, I ask him, how was the haul? And I'll take the tips from him. What was her name? Lady Penelope? Where's she at? Lady Penelope, yes. One of your grapes. Oh no. Not your grapes. Those are important. Does he have security info on the heist location? He did, but I shut him up before he could say any of it. Alright, let's send this message. Hey, we got 100 coins, baby. So, how was the haul? Hammond, true to form, presents you with a surprisingly robust pouch clinking with coins. A rather generous haul, conman, even without your usual accidental pickpocketing. He rattles, handing over the tips. You give the skeleton a proud nod, already feeling the weight of the silver in your palm. Excellent work, friend. Excellent work, my bony friend. Now, enough dilly-dallying. Barty, it's been a pleasure. Hammond, let's boogie. I have a dance with a certain Lady Penelope. Leaving Barty Bumble sputtering faintly behind you, you and Hammond step out into the crisp night air. The journey to Lord Ashworth's manor is swift, the carriage rumbling over cobblestones through increasingly opulent streets. Soon, grand gates loom, guarded by stern-faced men in livery. Beyond them, I don't think people in 1800s were wearing livery. Were they? I don't think so. Is that just your military uniform? Heavily dislike autocorrect. Beyond them, the manor itself erupts in a cascade of light and music. You pass through the towering front doors, stepping into a vast, ornate hall. Chandeliers drip with crystal, reflecting off polished marble floors, where masked figures in lavish gowns and tailored suits waltz gracefully. The air is thick with the scent of perfume, expensive wine, and a hint of intrigue. Yeah. Turn off autocorrect. You think you need it, but if you don't use it for a while, you won't miss it. You'll be fine. Well, I got a pinstripe suit. I think I'm good. There's duck enthusiasts everywhere. And Bugs Bunny him with a cigar. A hint of intrigue. All right. Seemingly the guards just let me through. You pass through the towering front doors. Yeah, no problem. A smooth entrance with no cause for concern. Textbook. I make my way to the bar. Good, bartender. Something spicy, please. And a glass of milk for my friend here. Uh, the grand entrance is as smooth as your best con, drawing no undue attention amidst the swirl of masked guests. You glide effortlessly towards a bustling bar carved from dark, gleaming wood, where a tall, gaunt bartender with an impressively curled mustache is vigorously shaking cocktails. He sports a rather extravagant mask shaped like a raven's head, its glassy eyes seeming to track every movement. Good, bartender, you chime, your voice a silken purr. Something spicy, if you please, and a glass of milk for my friend here. You gesture to Hammond, who stands patiently beside you, his cat ears twitching slightly, likely listening for juicy gossip. The raven-masked bartender pauses, a silver shaker poised midair. He glances from your grinning face to Hammond's skeleton form and then back again. A slow, knowing smile spreads beneath his beak-like mask. Spicy, you say, governor? Oh, spicy, you say, governor? The milk for the gentleman? He rasps a faint cockney lilt in his tone. Right then, one firecracker fizz coming up, and a freshly squeezed udder nectar for your companion. Udder nectar. Just try not to get too rowdy, huh? Lord Ashworth ain't one for broken furniture, even if it's in the good name of fun. In the name of good fun, sorry. Oh, sorry, that broke me. Bro said udder nectar. Ask where the lady is. I think we'll be able to spot the lady. Hello, Crystal. I'm calling milk udder nectar from now on. Udder nectar, what the heck? Yeah, that's absolutely ridiculous. Who says AI can't create? That's a creation right there. Udder nectar. Freshly squeezed udder nectar? Yeah, bro's pulling a cow out right now. Alright. Alright. I shoot back the shot and in one quick motion swipe someone's mask. I then make my way around the dance floor, keeping an eye out for the gilded griffin eye and Lady Penelope. Bro has a cow just tucked away in an icebox underneath the bar. That's exactly right. Instead of draft beer lovers, it's udders? Yeah, exactly. Hammond should purr while drinking the milk. Keep the udders in a bowl of ice. Mini cow. Ooh, I don't think 9's gonna do it. Oh, we have a bonus to sleight of hand because we're rogue and rogues are OP. Oh my god. Rogues. So, for anyone who doesn't know, rogues get sleight of hand proficiency for existing. They just get that as part of the class. You don't have to select that. So not only do you get 4 proficiencies, but you also get sleight of hand proficiency and thieves' tools proficiency. And then 2 expertises, all at level 1. Which is why, in my opinion, rogues are the best class in Everweave. You toss back the firecracker fizz with practiced ease, the spicy liquid barely touching your tongue before it's gone. In the same fluid motion, your hand darts out, plucking a delicate feathered mask from a face of a bewildered-looking guest whose partner is mid-twirl. A flash of surprise crosses their features before they're spun away, none the wiser. With your new acquisition casually held, you nod curtly to the raven masked bartender, who merely grunts in amusement. Hammond, having finished his milk with surprising speed, falls in step beside you. The dance floor is a kaleidoscope of swirling colors and opulent costumes, masked faces concealing 100 secrets. A portly gentleman in a jester's outfit attempts a clumsy jig with a woman draped in what appears to be a living boa constrictor, while a trio of figures with oversized glowing mushroom hats engage in a whispered, intense debate by a gilded pillar. Your golden eyes, however, cut through the spectacle, scanning any glint for any glint of the golden griffin's eye or a flash of finery that might belong to the notorious Lady Penelope. We got like mushroom-headed guys like hanging out in the corner, just like doing conspiracies. Just turn down the music here just a little bit. Nothing can escape being a stealth archer. I don't know if we're going archer. But we might. Someone mentioned the cane, and I like the idea. We can do a rapier cane. Alright. Steal the boa constrictor? The amount of times I try to reply to this message for that typo is too high. Alright. So. Let's, So here I'm splitting up responsibility. Hopefully Hammond just takes care of it for me. Hammond is the one that's going to go find the lady. I'm looking for the eye. So I actively take a look around for the eye, hopefully to use perception, nudging Hammond to find the lady for me. Alright, it looks like we did get a perception check. I think that's going to be a 20. Challenge Lord Ashworths to a dance battle? Absolutely, we could do that. That's exactly the kind of stuff I want to get into. Hammond about to rizz her up. Well, if he is going to rizz her up, he's rizzing her up for me. He's the best wingman around. Shall we place bets on how early the kitty is going to start screaming tonight? Ah, God. No. No screaming cat. Dirty 20 number 2, yeah. Your golden eyes, honed by years of spotting opportunities and weaknesses, cut through the glittering chaos like a well-aimed dart. There, nestled amongst an array of ancestral portraits in a velvet-lined alcove off the main hall, you spot it, the gilded griffin's eye. It sits upon a small, unassuming pedestal bathed in a soft glow of a hidden sconce, guarded by a single, rather bored-looking brute in the Ashworth livery, who seems more interested in the passing trays of canopies than his duty. I have no idea how to say this word. I've never seen it in my entire life. Someone give me a pronunciation for this. Wife, what's the pronunciation of this word? Do you know? Canopy? I guess so. Could be. I have no idea. Find the lady, Hammond. You murmur, nudging to your skeletal companion. The one with the habit of misplacing her jewels. With a jaunty tilt of his cat-eared skull, Hammond begins his search, weaving through the dancers like a bony ghost. You watch him for a moment as he uses his unusual appearance to his advantage, causing small ripples of nervous laughter and whispered remarks, clearing a path through the crowd as he scans for your target. You turn back to the alcove, a plan already beginning to form in your cunning mind. Canapé. Learned lots of words thanks to the DM. Yeah. I figured it was a food, but I've never heard of it. A canapé is a type of starter, a small prepared and often decorative food consisting of small pieces of bread, sometimes toasted or cracker, wrapped or tossed with some savory food, held in the fingers and often eaten in one bite. Yo, it's straight up pigs in a blanket. It is a big word for snacks. Okay, hold on. I have 1 million Discord notifications. Canapes, little bites. Okay. Okay, and just making sure that everything's not blowing up. Is there a link to the F4 show again? I can post my Discord. Okay. So, yeah, let's go steal this golden eye. And then let's go steal Lord Ashworth's girl. Jarl, you missed a French word for hors d'oeuvres, which is also a French word. All right. I'm going to give the DM a fun word, by the way.